Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV where we'll talk about football and football related stories. Okay guys, let's talk about the game Chelsea Sheffield United. Now, of course, Chelsea won the game 2-0, and for me, the positive is they won the game. That's just the positive I would take from this game because we have to win this game, right? Chelsea have to win this game because of how poor that they were in their last two games. And also the team at the time was around 12th position. So this is a game that they must win. Because Sheffield United, let's be honest, they themselves has been really poor. They are bottom, on the table. So this is a game that I expect Chelsea to win, and good thing they won the game. But for me, the performance, especially in the first half, was really, really bad. Honestly, the performance from this team in the first half for me was really, really, really bad. I feel like there was no clear pattern of play for me. I feel like there was no clear pattern of play, especially in the attack. From the defense, the midfield, you could maybe see something, but when the ball gets to the attack, it was something different. There was no way, like the attacking players, Sterling, Mikhailo Modric, Nicholas Jackson, it was as if they don't know what to do with the ball. And for me, in the first half, I feel like the Sheffield United players were just very much comfortable because it's as if they know that the Chelsea players can't really break them down. Yes, in terms of possession, Chelsea had the possession because the Sheffield United team, they were not even pressing the Chelsea team. They were not pressing the Chelsea players. They were not coming at the Chelsea midfielders, the Chelsea defense. That was why, if you see, they did not really threaten the goalkeeper, Petrovic. He was really comfortable in this game. But yeah, this Chelsea attack, I feel like sometimes I want to say it's as if all of the attackers or the striking players should just leave the team. I feel like they should leave the club because many of them, for me, they are not good enough. You know, for me, I'm sorry to say this, many of the Chelsea attacking players are not good enough. Mikhailo Modric, I mean, Chelsea spent so much money on Modric, but if you watch him play, sometimes it's as if he has no idea on what to do if the ball gets to him. It's either his touch is too much, or it's either he pushes the ball too much. His first touch, I feel like his first touch is not good, and of course his shooting as well. It's not good. And for me, for Modric, clearly, Modric is not that kind of winger that you have to rely on in terms of meeting a player and dribble past that player. I feel like Modric is that kind of give and go kind of winger. He's that kind of player that when he gives you the ball, he runs into space and then you give him the ball. That's the way I know that I feel like Modric can go past players in terms of his pace. We know he has pace, he can run past people. But as a winger that can dribble past a defender, Modric is not that kind of winger. Especially like example, Eden Hazard. We know when Eden Hazard was playing for Chelsea, he's that kind of winger that can dribble past you as a defender. Modric is not like that. And for me, I don't know if this guy will come good for Chelsea. Yes, he's still young, but I don't know if he will come good. Because of Chelsea paid so much money on him. And for me, if he doesn't come good, it's really, really poor signing from Chelsea if Modric doesn't come good as a player. And yeah, for me, Modric was poor in this game. Nicholas Jackson again, yes, even if he scored, I feel like he was poor. This is a player that I still say he doesn't know how to make the right movement. How many times we find him in an offside position? How many times? His movement is really poor. Sometimes I begin to wonder, is it that this player doesn't watch some legendary strikers that have done well for themselves as strikers in terms of being clinical in the 18-yard box and also their runs inside the 18-yard box and their movement and their positioning? These are the things that I think is lacking as a striker. If Jackson can be good in these things, I think he will be a good striker. He will be a very good striker if he can work on his finishing, obviously. If he can work on his movement inside the box, his positioning inside the box, know when to move and know when to stay back. If he can work on these things, I think Nicolas Jackson will be a very good striker. Yes, he's still young, but the way he plays, I don't know if he has that in him as a striker or if it's really to work on those things because it looks like to me, when I see him, he wants to. He's giving me that vibe of he's not a serious person. He's not a serious human being. He's not that kind of a player that wants to even work on himself. If you watch him play and the way he does his things. So, but for me, yeah, again, yes, Jackson scored, but I feel like his performances was really poor in this game. And Sterling, as well, I feel like Sterling was poor. Yeah. Generally, the attacking players, I feel like they were poor, even if we scored 2 goals in this game, which I feel like that's the positive. And another positive I would say is they kept the clean sheet because the defense has been leaking goals. This team have been leaking goals in recent games. So they kept a clean sheet. That's the positive. And maybe that clean sheet will give the goalkeeper, the second choice goalkeeper, kind of momentum going further because I think he will be the one in goal for Chelsea for some time now since Sanchez won't be available for a while. So yeah, but basically the performance from this team, I wasn't impressed with the performance. I won't lie. I wasn't impressed with the performance. The thing is, they win the game. That's just it from me. They just have to win this game. That's just it from me. That's the good thing that they won this game against Sheffield United, and we know that their next game will be against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal at home. So maybe it will give them momentum going into that game against Newcastle. And Newcastle themselves, they also won their game, against Fulham 3-0. So the two teams will be going into that game with with winning in the last game in the league. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how Poch will set up the team against Newcastle. But going back to this game, the first half was really, really bad from Chelsea. The first half was really, really bad. So in the second half, I feel like they stepped up, in the second half. Because for me, the first half, the build-up play was slow. I feel like the team was really slow in how they moved the ball in the first half. I feel like they were slow in how they moved the ball in the first half. But then in the second half, I feel like they came out stronger in the second half, and moved the ball better in the second half. I feel like they moved the ball better in the second half. That was why they got that goal. But still, the attacking players, even in the second half, no, they did not really give much in the second half. And let me talk about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer scored the first goal in the first half. Cole Palmer is a good player. I feel like he's a good player. But let's be honest, if it is Chelsea, like when we know Chelsea will get the very best attacking players, like Chelsea of old. Let's be honest, Cole Palmer doesn't start for Chelsea. I mean, he will hardly play for Chelsea even. He's a good player. I think he's one of the best attacking player that we have now. But in terms of standard, I don't want to talk low on the player, but I feel like Kopama himself have to work more on himself in terms of, yes, he's a kid, he's 21 years old. That's why I said, if it is Chelsea of old, Kopama will not start for Chelsea. That's to tell you where this team are as a team, or where this club are as a football club now. For people to be looking at Kopama as a key player for Chelsea. He's a key player for Chelsea, obviously. He's a key player for Chelsea. But for Kopama to be a key player for Chelsea is clearly telling us that this team have serious issues. I'm sorry. He's a good player, Kopama, but he's too young. My point is, Kopama is too young to carry this team. This is a player that wasn't starting games or wasn't even playing games, really, for Manchester City. But for him to be carrying this team is clearly to say that this team this Chelsea team this team have serious issues. They have serious issues, honestly. But because when you watch Kopama play, he's not really strong. Sometimes if you hit him, he doesn't get that balance to hold the ball. Now the reason is because he's still key. He's just 21 years old. Maybe Kopama when he will be like 24, 25, with more strength, more experience, then we'll see a better player. But for now, yes, he's a good player, but in terms of the standard that we want to keep as Chelsea, as Chelsea, yeah, I feel like it's really, really not good that Kopama is a key player for Chelsea, because this is Chelsea Football Club. We should just be honest in that one. But I still think he's a good player. Yeah, but yeah, him being a key player for Chelsea at this age and what is he giving, it will show that Chelsea have serious issues. But yeah, again, the attacking players have shown that this team need more attack. Even the number 9, yes, I'm saying that Chelsea need the number 9, but I still think they need even more than the number 9 in that attack. Even if Nkunku comes back, they get to number 9. I still think they need another, quality, experienced player in that attack. I still think so because if Nkunku comes back and they get a number 9, somebody that is telling, which I think is a good player, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent for me. Sterling is not consistent. We need a more consistent forward players. We need a more consistent forward player. And Enzo Fernandez did not start the game, which I don't really know why. I don't really know why he doesn't start. He didn't start the game. Maybe Poch is resting him against Newcastle. I don't know. But in all, yeah, I'm just happy that they won this game. In all, I'm just happy that they won this game. But another player that I will talk about is Badeshel. I feel like Badeshel was good in this game. The defense, Badeshel and Thiago Silva, I feel like they were good in this game, especially Badeshel. I feel like he was really good in this game. So that's the positive again. And yeah, the manager did not play Christopher Nkunku. Nkunku was on the bench in this game. He didn't play him. I don't know why, because I feel like he should have played him even in his 10 or 5 minutes. Let the player feel, the pitch, feel that feeling of being in a game, feel that Premier League, that he has played in the league. Even if the manager feel like he's not really ready, but you put him in the bench. For him to be in the bench, I feel like he was supposed to play at least even if it's 10 or 5 minutes. But yeah, the manager did not play him. Maybe it's because Chelsea were winning the game 2-0 comfortably. Maybe that's the reason why he did not play him. But in all, it's good that they won this game. But the performances, I will not even talk about the performances because it wasn't really, really good enough. The positive, like I said, is that they won this game. So that's it for me on this one. What's your thought? What's your opinion on this game? And please, guys, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV. Like the video. It's very important that you like the video. And also, we're on Facebook. Follow the channel on Facebook, Blue Point TV. Share and like the video. Thank you, guys. Stay safe while I see you again. Bye.